My con story is I was trying to sell my phone so I could get a new one, and I put it up on OLX. And I've done this maybe 3 times before. I've done it before. I've sold my phone, got the money, added up, got a new one. So this time I put it up. I get a call from someone who was interested, and he tells me that he's not in Nairobi. He was like in Nakuru or something. I can't even remember where it was. But his brother is in Nairobi, and he trusts his brother's judgment. So if you can go and meet with my brother, and he just looks at the phone and he tells me that it's okay, then he will give you the money and you can give him the handset. He'll bring it down to me in the weekend when he comes to visit. So I'm like, yeah, okay, seems pretty normal. So I get his brother's number. We talk, and we say we're gonna meet in town. It was somewhere around National Archives. I can't remember. It was some restaurant. So I go, I meet him. He was there before I got there, and he was dressed like really nice, suit, tie, everything. He looked like a well-kept guy. And as soon as I sat down, he started ordering drinks and what else? What do you want? Do you want to eat? He got some food and stuff. And I was thinking, oh, this guy's really nice. He told me a story about his family. And so he asked me what I do. I told him I'm an actor. And then I asked him what he was doing. And he says he runs a bar and restaurant, which is also in town. It wasn't where we met, which at the time I was thinking, if you own a bar and restaurant, why would we come to another restaurant? It didn't hit me at the time because, Anyway, I asked him what he does. He says he owns a bar in town, just down the road. And yeah, so we just small talk now and then. Everything seemed fine. So at some point he was like, can I see the phone? And I'm like, yeah, of course. So I pull it out of my bag and give him the phone. He takes a look at it and he's like, okay, can I take some pictures? Because I need to send them to my brother. He takes pictures, sends them to his brother. Then he gets on the phone with his brother. He's like, yeah, I'm looking at it now. It looks good. Phone is fine. So if you want to make the transaction, we can do it. He's like, yeah, make it happen. I was like, okay, cool. So he then tells me, all right, now I didn't carry the money with me, right? So the money is back at my bar, my restaurant, it's my office. So I keep all the money there. So he's like, since it's okay, if you don't mind, we can come back with me. We'll go to my bar. I can, go to my office, get the money, I'll pay you, and then leave me the handset. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. So then he takes the phone and puts it in his pocket, the phone that I'm selling. Yeah. I still had the box. So I take the box, I put it in my bag. And even at the time, he gave me a weird look like he wanted to keep the box as well. I didn't think anything of it, I'm such a Nairobian. Oh my God. So then he puts the phone in his pocket. I'm like, yeah, that's fine, I'm going with him. So we're walking to this bar that's supposedly his. And we get in, we go upstairs. He sits me down, orders another drink. He's like, do you want another drink? And at the time, I think I only had I can't remember what I drank, but I just wanted a glass of water. So I got some water. Sitting with him, we talked a bit more. And he was talking to these people in this bar like he knew them. The waitress, he was like, Janet, bring the guy some water. And he was like, yo, Nani. And he's like, I need you to go to the back and get me my nini. And then there was this thing where I don't know if they had rehearsed it because she was like, oh, not right now. So he was like, oh, okay, you know what? I'm going to have to do it myself. Just wait here. I was like, cool. So he doesn't go in through the entrance that we went in. He goes to the back where I think the office is. But turns out there was an exit. There's like a back door, like a fire exit or something. And he was gone. So I sat there for, well, maybe 15 to 20 minutes before I thought, okay, now this is getting a little scary, right? And so I try call him. He doesn't pick up, obviously. I try call him again. So then I call one of the ladies, Janet, whatever the hell her name was. I know she was in on it too. Ooh, Janet. So I call her. I'm like, hey, the guy that I was with, and I even say his name. Do you know where he is? Because I'm trying to call him. And she's like, who? And I'm like, okay, his name was George or something. And she's like, no, like, who's George? And I'm like, the guy who I was sitting with here, And she was like, I've never met that guy before in my life. I thought you guys just came in to have a drink. And she's like, so are you going to pay for this now? And I'm like, yeah, in a minute, I'll be right back. So then I try and go to where I saw him, the direction that he went. And then I see the steps that leads down outside through another back door. And that time I'm thinking, yep. Yeah, it happened. So then I go downstairs. I talk to the the askari, right? And I was like, oh, you know this guy, Nini, do you know him? I came in with him. He's like, yeah, I know you guys walked in here like 5 minutes ago. Well, not like 20 minutes ago. And then he was like, oh, actually, this is a very common place for people to come and get conned and thugged and whatever. So if you gave that guy your phone, it's gone. Like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, have you tried calling him? I'm like, yeah. So that was it. And so I went upstairs to pay for which halfway through I decided I'm not going to pay for that. So I may have some sort of criminal record of not paying somewhere. I don't know. So actually halfway through the steps, I was like, I'm not going to pay for this. So I just left. I just walked out with my backpack. I was so angry. And went home without a phone. And that is my con story. God, I love Nairobi. It's awesome. Oh, nothing. I didn't do anything about it. I mean, what can you do about it? They tell you that, if you have your SIM card registered, you could track your phone and blah, blah, blah. But that would have taken weeks. And by that time, I would have probably had a new phone, which I did. So, it didn't really... At the time, you're angry. But, for me, I was just like, okay, no, it's just a phone. I'll just get another one. It's okay. It wasn't like, he stole my baby or something. It's just a phone. So, yeah, I didn't do anything about it. Guys, Nairobi is an amazing place. Very beautiful. For those who live here, they know. But if you don't, it's an amazing place. But it does have its downsides. So please, Janjaruka, Usiconiwe.
Nadhani ni Rambo ama sijui ndio ile mnaita X5, eh?
The emergency code red. Code red.
New series online, Janjaruka. Please look out for it. Make sure you watch it. I started it, so you want to watch it.